Hey guys, it's your buddy Rome. Today we're going to take a look at a new product that was also sent out to me by STARTRC. This is a 4-pack of ND filters with a CPL. So these are going to be great for your Action 6. All right guys, so in the box we receive this nice little cleaning cloth. Trust me, that's going to come in handy. We also get our CPL as well as our ND filters in a nice little travel case. All right, really nice. Okay, let's pop this guy open, see what we get. Okay, so here is the CPL. And that's just your standard CPL. Really nice. I like the design of this. I like the little red accent ring on here. And then everything fits perfectly back into the case. Now, as far as the ND filters, you have 3 variants here. You have an 8, 16, and also a 32. So let's try these out. All right, so let's say starting out with our CPL, first thing we want to check is to see how well these are going to fit onto the lens itself, if there's going to be any friction or anything like that. Nope, that goes on perfectly with no effort whatsoever. Really nice. I'm going to go ahead and turn this camera on as well so you guys can see what it looks like through the screen. And that's with the CPL on right now. So this is set at 4K, 24 frames a second. Let's go in here also and check. Our exposure is set to auto. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and adjust the exposure. I'm going to set this to manual, and we're shooting at 24 frames a second. So I'm going to bring this up to 50 and our ISO down to my standard, which would be about 100. And just click on that. So anyway, as you guys can see how dark the screen is right now, but if I take the ND filter off, that's the 8. And you see what that looks like at an ISO of 100. So if we go back in here and we adjust the ISO pretty much for the light that's in the room, let's say that would be somewhere around 1600, but it's still set to manual. So you should see a good representation of what the lights and everything look like in the background. And now we're going to just pop this 8 back on, and you see how much is darkened the amount or lessened the amount of light that's getting to the sensor. Or you guys get the idea. This is what it would be like if you're outdoors in direct sunlight. So this is our 16 that I just put on here, and this has dropped it significantly, you know, more stops of light that is preventing from getting to the sensor. So if you're trying to maintain your 180 shutter on your camera, these are going to be a must-have. All right, so let's also take a look at the 32, just so you guys can see what that looks like on the back here. So yeah, these do not look like they're creating any color cast or anything from what I can see here on the screen. And if I bring this around toward myself, where there is a bright light in the background, you'll be able to see the light reflected here, but everything else is blacked out. So if I take this ND filter off, now you should be able to see me somewhat in the screen. Let's go back to the 8, being the smaller of all of the other ND filters. That's the 8. Let's just pop this guy on here real quick. And again, you can see the light that's behind me, but you no longer see me in the image here. So I just wanted to show you guys these ND filters. I think this is a really nice little kit for you to be able to carry with you, throw this in your camera bag, whatever it's going to be. Now, one thing that I did test before to make sure with this little case here is that we'd be able to put the ND filter on. I'm just going to take the UV on here, the CPL on here, and we're just going to press this CPL on, and then we're going to make sure that this will fit with that CPL on. All right, there you have it. So definitely take a look at this 4-pack kit, guys. I think this is going to be great for your Action 6. If you're out there skiing, snowboarding, you know, whatever your adventures might be, and you want to have a cinematic video capture, this is going to be a must. You're going to need ND filters. All right, guys, this has been your buddy Rome with Rome Knows Tech, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace. I'm out.